I guess like, do you have any like advice for people that are trying to do what you're doing, or like kind of build? I mean, I feel like you have such a unique story. It's kind of hard, right? Like, not everybody can like save rent by living in a car and just buy a hella gear.
No, but you can.
I mean, you can.
It's just more of a do I want
but
to.
I guess,
you know?
I mean, do you, is that, I mean,
I wouldn't recommend it.
you wouldn't recommend it?
No, hell
obviously.
no. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
recommend buying stuff. I would,
really?
No, like, damn, I hate to say this, bro, but school, like film school.
Yeah.
Go to
But you
film
didn't go to
school.
film school,
No.
though.
That's crazy.
So how do you even
wish.
know?
I
Okay.
so wish.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's the biggest determining factor, I think, that really sets the tone of where you start in your career.
Yeah.
So like similar to like the Air Force, you know, like if you enlist, like you can only climb so high. But if you go to college first and then go to the Air Force, you can start as an officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like by going to school, you almost embed yourself in the industry without embedding yourself because you already have the network.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I'm going at it backwards. The reason why I'm purchasing so much shit is because I don't know any producers on like real projects. So like despite everything that you've seen, like nothing is union.
Yeah.
Everything's non-union, and it's very like it's not any ways that I would realistically want to do a project.
Mhm.
Like there's not a like producers who are hitting me, like real producers, like Moses is a producer, but not like a producer, you know, no offense to Moses, but he knows that. So like I'm still working towards getting in the actual industry.
Yeah.
So like despite all the work that I've done, there's still so many more things that I have to do from a marketing standpoint towards producers to actually get in the circle of real jobs where I can actually afford to pay people OT, or actually it's not even my department anymore, you know, because I'm running payroll, I'm running accounting. I couldn't afford an accountant anymore, so I had to let him go, and now I'm running my own payroll, and like I'm doing all these things on my own, but it's out of so my editor once told me, he was just like, yo bro, like you do all this shit, but like if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go to team.
Mm-hmm.
So like right now, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a producer to really put me in a position where I can get better projects. So like Michael Adrian, like with the gaming commercial stuff, like all that is like actually getting me to a point where I can do like real things, you know.
Yeah.
Because I actually tried to join the union, and I contacted IATSE, and they're like, oh, you only need like 100 hours or like some shit. Send me your call sheets. So I send them my call sheets, and she was like, oh, none of these are real. I'm like, what? Why aren't they real? She was just like, oh, because it's your production company. I was just like, yeah, but it's like a real LLC. I have an EIN, like I have insurance. She was like, oh yeah, but you didn't go through payroll. I was just like, yeah, because payroll is expensive. I go through CAPS or EP. Like they're going to take, you know, it's going to cost me like $20K to run it through them. If I do it through me, like it's costing me $250 to run, and they just worry about their own taxes and they do 1099s or whatever. And she was like, yeah, none of this is real. Like, and then mind you, I sent her like over 100 call sheets, and she said none of them were valid.
That's crazy.
So it's just like, it's also another, that actually got me in my head about the fact, it's like, damn, I should have just like went to Chapman or like did some real shit to like be in the right doors. Cause right now it's just like, I'm climbing up a ladder that necessarily I didn't have to climb had I went through the proper channels. So I wouldn't say that film school is there for the knowledge, because it is, you know, to an extent. You learn the proper ways to do shit, but you know, with the desire and the passion to actually like progress in your career, like you can learn that by yourself. So school is really a place where, you know, if you can't teach yourself, that's where you go. But for me, film school makes more sense because of the connections it creates. Because you're in the doors with the right individuals, and because like I've been fighting to get a mentorship program from the ASC for the longest. Like I've applied, I'm gonna apply again, and then I already did like a thing that I'm gonna submit. I have to submit it before July, and then that's right around the corner. So like I'm doing that, but like I feel like having film school in my pocket would put me in positions where people would actually respect my work. And it'd be in the right faces. Like right now, it's not in the right faces. It's great, it looks beautiful, but it's just not in the right faces because it's not through the proper channels of communication or the proper channels of execution.
I don't know.
So if I had any advice to people, I would say do it the right way. No shortcuts. I took shortcuts, but it's taken me so much longer because of it. Like I've came long, but I feel like if I would have went through the proper channels, it would have been like a step back for a short amount of time. And also like during COVID, none of that was happening. So like it didn't even dawn on me to do it because it didn't exist, right? So like if it did exist, I probably would have did it. But if I were to do it over, I would